Does the time really change? Or it is the time that molds us? Now, open our eyes. With future possibilities. What are you waiting for? Let's begin again our journey. And this is the work of Bsba Marketing 2A. We are in the present time, where colonizers brought great impact to early Filipinos for their culture and traditions. Presence of scientific knowledge are indeed noticeably from agriculture, interpretation of heavenly bodies, and even documenting the uses of medical plants. Artifacts signifies that early Filipinos utilized tools in daily living. And it's all due to the presence of indigenous or folk songs.
When the Spaniards colonized the country, they brought their culture and practices. They established schools and introduced the concept of subjects and discipline. The learning of science focuses on understanding different concepts related to human body, plants, animals, and heavenly bodies. Through technology, the life during Spanish era slowly becoming modernized and adapting some Western technology and their ways of life. The galleon trade brought additional technology and development in our country. This allows other ideas, crafts, tools, and cultural practices. The Philippines during that time was considered to be one of the most developed places in the region. In American era, they established the public education system, improved the engineering works and the health conditions of the people. They also established a Mode Research University, the University of the Philippines, and created more public hospitals. During American times, the mineral resources were explored and exploited, and the transportation and communication system were improved, though not accessible throughout the country. The Americans did everything to Americanize our country. The teaching of science focuses on nature studies and sanitations in higher education. The researchers were able to control the malaria, cholera, tuberculosis, and other tropical diseases. The institutions and public facilities turned into ashes. Houses was burned and many lives were destroyed. And with the help of other countries, the Filipino spirit to survive and rebuild the country were fulfilled.
Isang lakas, isang pag-asa patungo sa bagong umaga. Yan ang ating puso.
Magandang gabi. Ako nga po pala si Miranda at ito ang Flash Report. Ang tatalakayan natin ngayong araw ay patungkol sa Indigenous Science and Technology in the Philippines. Ano nga ba ang indigenous science and technology in the Philippines? Ito ay ang mga sinaunang agham at gamit na ginagamit ng ating mga ninuno upang sila ay makasurvive sa isang araw. Na sa kasalukuyan ay ginagamit na din natin, ngunit sa mas modernong paraan. At may dalawa tayong tatalakayin dito, ay ito ay ang indigenous knowledge system at indigenous science. Natatalakayin sa atin ng mga sumusunod na reporter na si Georgie at si Enrique.
Good day everyone, this is Jocelyn Alcabula reporting. Today the news is about classifying plants and animals into families and groups based on their cultural property. The indigenous classification system is both use, distribution, and growth of animals and plants, where the textures and colors are the main characteristics. The greatest opportunity to conserve such varieties of gardening and farming is the quality that the seeds changing our environment. So we're here in the last, which is keeping custom of growing plants and vegetables in the yard. Primitive people is doing growing and producing their own planting. They digging up the soil, they find location that direct from the sunlight and watering it every morning.
Magandang araw sa ating lahat. Ako nga pala si Enrique Jr. C. Jesus na nag-uulat, ano nga ba ang matutubong kaalaman? Napakahalaga nitong tukuyin dahil sa sinaunang panahon, ang mga katutubo ay namumuhay na mapayapa ayon sa kanilang kasanayan, agrikultura. Noong panahon nila ay ang kanilang mga magulang din na nagtuturo sa kanilang anak hanggat hindi pa nakarating ito sa mga pribadong eskwelahan. Noong panahon nila, ang pagtukoy nila sa panahon ay ang halimbawa nila ng mga hayop. Kagaya ng ibon, nalalaman nila o natutukoy nila sa itaas ng kalangitan ang nagliliparang mga ibon at doon nila natutukoy kung may nagbabadyang masamang panahon o paparating na unos. Ang pag-iimbak naman nila ng pagkain o ang tinatawag na preserving foods ay yung pagtutuyo ng mga isda na kanilang nahuhuli o pagpapausok ng isda at pagtatanim ng mga gulay, prutas, ayun na mga kanilang pinamumuhay sa araw-araw na
Maraming salamat Georgie at Enrique sa napakagandang pagtalakay. Ngayon, ang susunod na ating tatalakayin ay ang indigenous science. Natatalakayin naman sa atin nila Alimar Artesuela at Joanna Menjola.
Hello everyone, my name is Alimar Artesuela. So, good day everyone. So, my topic is all about indigenous science. So, let's talk about indigenous science. So, first, what is indigenous science? So, for me, indigenous science, it is important that it help people to understand the natural environment and with coping with everyday life. So, yung indigenous science, ito yung mga sinaunang na-discover ng mga sinaunang Pilipino na ginagamit nila ngayon.
So, tulad na lamang ng kutsilyo na gawa sa bato. Kagaya na lamang ng native mat o banig, na ito ay gawa sa dahon ng niyog. Isa na din ang mga tradisyon nila at kultura at ang mga paniniwala nila sa isa't isa.
Good afternoon. I'm here to share a knowledge about indigenous science. Indigenous science is a science knowledge of a long resident, usually oral culture people, as well as the science knowledge of all people who as participants in the culture affected by the worldview and relative interest of their home community. According to Thomas Kuhn, indigenous science is a developmental stage of most sciences are characterized by continual competition between a number of distinct views of nature, each partially derived from and roughly compatible with the dictates of scientific observation and method.
Maraming salamat sa mga huling report. Hanggang doon na lamang po ang ating report. Magandang gabi.
Okay, good afternoon, class. Good afternoon, ma'am. Okay, in this afternoon, our discussion is concerning can you please read?
Government policy.
So, is concerning government policies, right? So, Miss Belangel, can you please give me what is the definition of government policies?
A government policy is a rule or principle that are having a better guide for a community or a unit.
Very good. How about you, Miss Christine? Please stand up and give me one example of government policies during this pandemic.
Ang example ng policies during pandemic is laging magsuot ng mask at panatiling malinis ang katawan.
Very good. But for what reason? Kung bakit nila binigay yung ganong policies sa ating mga mamamayan? Okay, Miss Bilangel.
Para hindi makahawa tayo at hindi tayo mahawa.
Very good. So, that is the basic example na binigay sa atin ng government. For what reason? Because they want to protect us during this pandemic. Because we all know that the COVID-19, hindi siya basta-basta lang nasakit. Pwede itong ikamatay ng tao. So, kaya, ano ba yung dapat natin gawin sa mga binibigay na policies or panuntunan ng government? So, bilang mamamayan, importante sa atin na sundin natin yung bawat panuntunan na ibinibigay ng government para tayong mapamunuan ng mga government official. Alam nyo ba na kung wala yung mga government policies, maaring yung ating bayan or ating komunidad is maaari siyang magulo. Kaya it is very important para sa ating mga mamamayan na sundin ito at pahalagahan ito kasi ito rin ay para sa kapakanan natin at para mapabuti ang ating mga kalusugan and even para din maging ligtas ang ating kapaligiran. Is that okay, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, class dismissed.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Sorry kung late po.
So, Mr. Panadero, you will take some activities and kuhanin mo siya sa faculties and sundan mo ko.
Apo mo.
Scientist is someone who research and examining various aspects of physical world. They gathers informations and use research and evidence to make hypotheses and to gain and share understanding and knowledge about, in order to attain a better understanding of how things work and function.
Filipino scientists. Who are them and what are their contributions?
Ramon Cabanas Barba is a Filipino inventor, born August 31, 1939 in San Nicolas, Ilocos Norte. Ramon Cabanas Barba, known for his invention of flower induction of mango trees.
Rafael Dineros Guerrero III, recognized for pioneering work on tilapia, sex reversal technology that contributed significantly to world aquaculture.
Enrique Mapo Estrella Jr. invented the mechanism drug testing, a method of testing infants for exposure to drugs during pregnancy.
Gregory Ligot Tangonan is a Filipino inventor of analog messaging in sending messages using fiber optics and digitalization for its processing.
Snails' venom chemical allowed the venomous snail on animals as large as fish when used in human. The chemical produced analgesic effect.
Fabian Miller Dairit, known for his research on herbal medicine.
There are also another outstanding Filipino scientists who are recognized here and abroad, like
Cesar Saloma received the Galileo Galilei Award from the International Commission for Optics in recognition of his significant contribution in the field of optics.
Angel Alcala has written and published more than 160 peer-reviewed journal articles and works. He was the first Filipino scientist to take an in-depth interest in researching the native reptiles and amphibians of the Philippines.
Dr. William G. Padolina is a professor and academician. Brought into his various roles, earned him numerous awards, including the Tree of Life Award for Research in Coconut by the Philippine Coconut Authority.
Gomez laid the world's first national-scale assessment of damage of coral reefs, leading to international conversation such as the replanting of corals.
So what are you waiting for? Be the part of this aspiring great Filipino scientists to explore your environment and to make ordinary things in an extraordinary way.